Welcome to viewers. Today we are here to have an important discussion, and with us we have Shri Partho Chaudhary ji, who is the Chief General Manager of RBI and Ombudsman of RBI as well. So today we will discuss about certain important points regarding RBI Ombudsman scheme of 2021. But before moving on to that, I would like to ask about the opening statement, that what exactly we are going to discuss today.
Thank you very much, Priyanka ma'am, and namaskar to all the viewers of Doordarshan. It is indeed a great opportunity, and I am thankful for Doordarshan to give me this opportunity of explaining one of the most important features or aspect of RBI, that is the consumer redressal mechanism. On the outset, I want to say that RBI gives a very high importance to the redressal of the complaints of the consumers in financial sector. In that aspect, we also want that the regulated entities, which I will explain later, who are the regulated entities, they should redress the complaint on their own in a prompt and fairly manner. Nevertheless, if they fail to do so, then RBI has come out with a scheme in which the consumers, customers can approach RBI for redressal of their grievances. Now, this particular scheme is called Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme, and for the information of everybody, it was launched in November 2021 by our Honorable Prime Minister of India. Now, this scheme, why it is called integrated? Because it comprises of three erstwhile schemes, that is the Ombudsman scheme for banks, for non-banking financial companies, and for the digital payment service providers. Coming together, this scheme is now in one platform where any consumer or customer can approach RBI if he is dissatisfied with the resolution of the regulated entity. So, after all this, we did a survey to know how effective we are, and the survey was conducted by a third party, and it shows overall a 60% satisfaction level. Now, RBI thought that to increase the reach of our scheme among the common people, there should be a Ombudsman Speak curriculum in which we will use this Doordarshan to reach out to the people, to the common people at the far corner of the country. This is a sequel sort of that, where we take this opportunity to reach out to the people.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, it is work half done if we cannot reach the people and make them aware. So, with this background that it is a combined scheme covering most of the financial sector and making each and every customer of the financial sector accessible to this particular scheme. Now, I will be very happy to clarify certain aspects which you may have for the benefit of the viewers.
Absolutely, absolutely, sir, because I feel that awareness is more important rather than having the facilities and whatever our common people can have, but due to the lack of proper knowledge, they are not getting that. So today is the right time, and after the interview, I'm sure our viewers will get the whole scenario clear. So first of all, sir, my question is that what is RBIOS 2021 and what is the RBI alternate grievance redress framework?
Correct. As I have already briefly mentioned, why it is alternate? Because RBI expects that the regulated entities will quickly and fairly resolve the complaints of their customers. That is the primary. Why, if they fail to do so, then RBI comes into the picture as an alternate redressal mechanism. That is why we call this as alternate redressal mechanism and not the primary one. Now, what is the scheme? As I have briefly mentioned earlier, that it is a scheme for the common customers to take redressal of the deficiency in service among the operators of the financial sector.
Yeah.
Who are the operators, ma'am? We can say that banks,
Yeah.
non-banking financial companies, in digital payment platform,
Yeah.
the operators, service providers. So these regulated entities are covered under the scheme.
Yeah, absolutely so. The next that comes in my mind is which REs covered under RB iOS 2021?
Basically, as I mentioned,
Yeah.
the financial sector performers
Yeah.
or financial sector entities
Yes.
like banks, etc.
Yes.
They are
Okay,
the
they will come under this.
Yes.
And so what are the advantages and benefits of RB iOS 2021?
The biggest advantage is that this is encompassing the entire gamut of the financial services.
Yes.
The deficiency in the services need not be restricted to those deficiencies which result in financial loss.
Yeah.
It is beyond that also.
Yes.
So any deficiency in service which a customer of any financial sector regulated entity is expected to get,
Yeah.
and he or she is not getting it,
Yes.
they are free to express their complaints to the regulated entity first,
Yeah.
and if not satisfied, to RBI.
Okay.
So
Absolutely.
there is no per se limitation of the nature of complaint, barring a few cases which
Yeah.
we will cover later,
Yes.
where those particular type of complaints are outside the purview of this RBI OS
Okay.
2021.
Absolutely. So where the full document and scheme of RB iOS be found?
It is available in our RBI website,
Yeah.
and also in another website where the URL is cms.rbi.org.in.
Okay.
Now, as you are all aware that www.rbi.org.in is our home page, and you have the links available there also to go into the specific
Yeah.
web page which
Yes.
I mentioned here.
There they will get everything.
Full document of the scheme is
Yes.
available, ma'am.
Absolutely easy and handy at home only. Yes, sir. In what languages can a complaint be filed under RB iOS 2021?
As of today,
Yeah.
when anybody is putting the complaint in our portal,
Yes.
it will be in English and Hindi.
Okay.
However, we have made a facility available where in the description window,
Yeah.
anybody can paste or copy or type it out the complaint in any Indian languages.
Okay.
So, possible to give in any Indian language, but the main availability is English and Hindi.
Okay. Exactly. I didn't get it. They
Yeah.
have to write there in English, but they can also write in their own language.
Yes, I will explain it to you.
Yeah.
There are certain protocols to be followed in giving a complaint in our portal.
Okay.
That protocol is available in Hindi and English.
Okay.
However, if a person wants to put detail of his complaint
Yes.
and the references of the supporting documents in his comfortable regional language,
Yes.
there is a facility of pasting that
Okay.
written document
Yeah.
in regional language
Okay.
in that particular portal.
Okay. Very.
We will take
very
care of
helpful. Very helpful because
ma'am.
it is very important.
Yes.
Because ordinary people they might not know English or Hindi.
Yes.
So absolutely it will be helpful. So what is the contact center of RBI and how can it be assessed by complainants?
And it is an important question because we have a contact center which has the number 14448. Now this contact center is up 24/7, but the persons behind that available centrally from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. on all weekdays except the national holidays.
Yeah.
I want to also say that this contact center is also available in select regional languages,
Yeah.
and I am very happy to share that Ashumiya is one of them.
Yeah.
And this Ashumiya language contact center is available from 9:30 a.m. to 5:15 p.m. on all weekdays except the national holidays.
Very good news for all the Assamese people out here. They get all the information in the regional language. So, where are the ombudsmen located? Will I require to approach any specific ombudsman officer for filing a complaint?
A very important question, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, let me say that there are 21 ombudsman offices in India. Now, one of the critical factor of this, positive factor of this particular scheme is you need not have to approach any particular ombudsman.
Okay.
You can be anywhere in India.
Okay.
You can file your complaint in our central complaint management system portal.
Okay.
And it will be allocated to an ombudsman office.
Okay.
You will get an acknowledgement, and wherever the ombudsman office may be situated, you will be getting responses from that office. So, there is no geographical restriction.
Okay. Now. So, that is a very, convenient for anyone.
Yes. Previously, there was an issue that a particular ombudsman office you have to approach.
Yes, yes.
If you are residing in a particular part of the country.
Yes.
After November 2021, it is no longer so.
Okay.
You can simply lodge your complaint and any ombudsman office out of the 21 will take care of that.
Absolutely a nice step, and that is really helping everyone, I guess. What are the grounds of complaints, sir, under the RB iOS 2021, and what types of complaints are not covered under this scheme?
Right. As I have already said, that from a consumer or customer of banking service, non-banking service, financial sector is concerned, any deficiency in service can be complained against.
Yes.
I will start from the other side.
Yeah.
What is not inside the ombudsman scheme.
Okay.
So you can say that the rest of it is within ombudsman.
Yes,
scheme.
yes.
There are certain type of complaints which it was decided will not be covered under this scheme.
Okay.
One, if the complaint matter is related to something which is sub judice.
Okay.
If the complaint is against the management of the entity.
Okay.
If the complaint is not clear, complainant is not clear in its complaint, what exactly is the grievance he has or what exactly the remedy he is looking into.
Okay.
The other aspect is that a complaint between two regulated entities, that is outside the scheme.
Okay.
Like this, there are few issues where we have kept it outside the purview of the ombudsman scheme. For example, if a complaint is already settled by ombudsman, the complainant cannot make a further complaint on that.
Okay.
Apart from this, almost everything you can complain of. If you have grievances, you can make a complaint to the ombudsman. But I will earnestly request the viewers that when you are making the complaint to the ombudsman, make it as clear as possible, give all the details, all the data, all the supporting document, and make it very clear that what is your grievance and what remedy you want. That helps us to go to the regulated entity and ask them what is their point of view.
And this also gives a faster result, I guess, because
Absolutely.
when you have a clear picture, then you can come up with the result sooner.
Absolutely, ma'am. The clearer the question, the clearer the request for the remedy, the faster is the resolution.
Yes, because the problems might be large in quantity and solving people are less probably. Yes, sir. So one more question, that when can one file a complaint before RBI Ombudsman?
Right. There is a process to be followed. As we said that it is an alternate grievance redressal mechanism.
Yes, sir.
So we expect that the complainant will first approach the regulated entity within 30 calendar days. If the complainant has not got any reply, or if he has got a reply but he is not satisfied with it, in that case he can approach ombudsman.
Okay.
There is only one more restriction, that from the 30th day or the date on which he has received a reply from the regulated entity and he is not satisfied,
Yeah.
he has to approach Ombudsman within 1 calendar year.
Okay, within that particular year.
Yes. Beyond that, it will be sort of time barred, where we will not entertain the complaint.
Okay.
That is the only restriction.
Yes, that is depends only upon the awareness.
Yes.
If the person is aware, definitely he will complain
Yes.
immediately.
Yes.
Sir, what are the minimum details required to file a complaint?
Very important question,
Yes, sir.
Priyanka.
Yes.
Apart from the name, full address of the complainant,
Yes.
it is preferable he gives his email ID and the mobile number.
Yeah.
I will tell why mobile number is important. And then the full details of the complaint,
Okay.
full details of the entity against whom he is making a complaint.
Okay.
Not only that, whenever he is giving the particular complaint, we always request that the complainant should give all the supporting document so that we understand that what exactly is the extent of his grievances and where exactly he thinks that the RE is not living up to his expectations. So these are the basic things which he has to give in full. And why I mentioned about the mobile number is that, Priyanka, this particular system of complaint monitoring, complaint management system has a facility of tracking the complaint, that after lodging where it is lying, what action has been taken. For that, mobile number is important.
Very, very
for
important.
tracking purposes.
Yes, yes.
That is why we request everybody to please give full details, specially mention these details,
Yeah.
so that we get a complete picture about the complainant's contacts and also the grievances.
Yes, yes, absolutely, sir. Very, very important point. So, is there any charge or fees while someone is doing a complaint?
No, madam. No, Priyanka. It is absolutely free of cost, and RBI does not charge any amount for lodging complaint, processing complaint at all.
I think our viewers are happy because there's nothing comes in free terms. So something RBI is giving in free of cost,
Yes.
and they should be aware of it, and
Exactly.
they should ask for their own rights. So that
Exactly.
is why we are sitting here and talking with Partho sir. So now, sir, I would like to know that what happens after a complaint is received by RBI Ombudsman? What are the different ways in which complaints are resolved?
Correct. Now, first I will say in which are the ways in which a complainant can lodge a complaint.
Yes.
There are 3-4 ways,
Yeah.
but I will start with the most preferred way.
Yeah.
The most preferred way, Priyanka, is lodging the complaint in the CMS portal.
Yeah.
Now, when I say that it is very preferred way, why I am saying that?
Yes.
It is from the complainant's point of view, I am saying it is the preferred way.
Yeah.
The reason is, a few minutes back, you have raised a question that what are the information which RBI should get
Yes.
from a complainant for speedy, effective processing of the complaint. When a complainant is going into our portal and trying to lodge, the portal prompts him
Yeah.
that, look, these are the information you must give.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I will not allow you to move forward.
Yes.
That sort of ensures
Yeah. Yeah.
that the critical information is captured.
Yeah.
Once the process is over,
Yeah.
then the system, based on certain parameters, accepts the complaint.
Yeah.
Once the complaint is accepted, immediate communication goes to the complainant.
Okay.
So the complainant is fully aware that his complaint has been registered
Yes.
and accepted in the Ombudsman.
They get
of
the
RBI.
update
Yes.
as
So immediately they get the confirmation.
yes.
Then till the complaint is resolved,
Yeah.
they can just go into our that website.
Yeah.
Using the mobile number, they can track the complaint,
Yes.
at what stage it is.
Yeah.
So CMS portal based complaint registration is
Yeah.
the most preferred one.
Yes.
However, there are other ways also. He can send an email in which he has to give all the necessary particulars.
Yes.
He can send a letter in physical form.
Okay.
That also will be taken care of,
Yeah.
put into the CMS system by us.
Yes.
So, to sum it up, I will say 3 ways basically.
Yeah.
Registration in CMS portal,
Yeah.
sending the complaint with full details and supporting document by email,
Yeah.
or sending a letter.
Yes. Yes.
So, once these complaints are lodged and registered, then we take up the complaint and check whether it is maintainable or not.
Okay.
Now, what do we mean by maintainable? As I mentioned,
Yeah.
there are certain particular reasons
Yeah.
on which if the complaint comes,
Yeah.
that is outside the purview of the Ombudsman scheme.
Okay.
So, we check whether this is one of those cases or not.
Okay.
If it is not, then we make it as a maintainable complaint and we take up this issue with the regulated entity.
Okay, sir.
We ask the regulated entity, what is your comments on these complaints?
Yeah.
When we receive that, our most important effort is to come to a resolution.
Yes.
We
Absolutely.
want to come to a conclusion, Priyanka, where the complainant and the regulated entity accepts
Yes.
each other's position
Yeah.
and come to a common platform.
Yes. Yes.
That resolution process is our priority.
Yes. Yes.
Now, if the resolution is not achievable or not achieved,
Yes.
in that case, based on the responses which we receive from the regulated entity
Yes.
and also from the complainant,
Yeah.
we try to come to a conclusion that in the view of the Ombudsman,
Yes.
whether there exists a deficiency of service or not.
Okay.
If the conclusion is yes, there is a deficiency of service, then we asked or direct the regulated entity to compensate. If we consider that no,
Yes.
there is no deficiency of service, in that case we reject the complaint.
Okay, so my next question was that only.
Yes.
That what are the basis of rejecting a request or a complaint?
Very true. Now, there are very few reasons for which we reject the complaint.
Yes, sir.
Basically, when the Ombudsman office is absolutely sure
Yes.
that the regulated entity has acted based on the extant guidelines, regulations, their
Yes.
internal policies, and to the best of their ability, then we cannot hold the regulated entity guilty of deficiency of
Yes.
service. In that case, we reject the complaint.
Okay.
Otherwise, we generally ask the regulated entity to compensate the complainant.
Okay, sir.
So, on a specific case, etc., if, as I mentioned, that regulated entity has to satisfy Ombudsman office that they have acted in prudent manner and as per rules and regulations,
Okay, sir.
then only we will reject the complaint.
Otherwise, it is accepted.
Yes. Sometimes we also come across complaints which are so-called frivolous in nature. Then also we have no option but to reject the complaint.
Yes. Yes.
But I want to make it very clear to the viewers that our best effort and most important effort is to come to a conciliatory position through facilitation, so that the regulated entity and the complainant both are comfortable at the resolution.
Definitely, sir. So, is there any recourse if somebody gets unsatisfactory result or something? Then is there anything
Yes.
recourseable?
Yes, there is an appellate authority.
Yes.
Now, if the regulated entity or the complainant are not satisfied
Yeah.
with the views or with the decisions conveyed by the Ombudsman,
Yeah.
then they can appeal to the appellate authority. Now, the appellate authority is the executive director of Reserve Bank of India in charge of the department who is handling the Ombudsman scheme,
Yes.
that is Consumer Education and Protection Department.
Yes.
Now, if you may also ask that whether regulated entity can also go for appeal. Yes, individual complainant can also appeal if they are not satisfied with the resolution.
Yes.
An appellate authority, depending on the merit of the case and after getting in further input, if appellate authority so desires, will come to a conclusion whether the appeal is accepted or rejected.
Okay, sir. So these are the factors. So can a complaint provide feedback on the complaint closed by the RBI Ombudsman?
Yes. As I said that we have a portal which I mentioned that it is cms.rbi.org.in.
Yes. Yes.
In that portal we have the complaint lodging button.
Yes.
We have the complaint tracking button.
Yes.
And also have the facility to give feedback.
Yes, sir.
Whether the complainant is satisfied, whether the complainant has anything to say for improvement of the scheme. So that facility is available, and I will request the viewers that please use that facility, because we are very keen to know your views about our complaint redressal mechanism.
Yes, and my next question is also related to this, sir. That what are the measures taken by RBI for creating awareness, mostly?
A very relevant and very important
Yes, sir.
point,
Yes, sir.
Priyanka, and I will take some little time on this.
Yes, yes, absolutely, sir.
This scheme's success depends on the awareness among the people
Yes, sir.
who are taking the financial services. So we have multi-pronged strategy for that.
Yes.
First strategy is we reach out through our awareness programs. Awareness programs, we try to go to the village level where we, through camps,
Yes.
we want to tell the common people that there is a scheme like this, these are the facilities available, how to use these facilities. We extensively use 2 booklets,
Yes.
that is Beware and Raju and 40 Tip, which is basically a fun-based approach
Yes,
to
yes, sir.
inform the people about the caution they should exercise,
Yes.
especially in the area of digital banking. We also participate in seminars.
Yeah.
We also use extensively the media
Yes.
through advertisement in paper, through what we are doing now,
Yes. Yes. Absolutely, sir.
through All India Radio,
Yeah.
to reach out to the people.
Yes.
And recently in November 2022, we had a national awareness program where through the regulated entities, we have tried to reach to the maximum penetrating zone
Yeah.
where there is, we find that the awareness may be slightly lacking.
Yes,
So we
yes.
tried to reach those areas
Yes.
during the entire month of March. So it is a continuous process
Yes, sir.
in which we continuously reach out to the people. And another very important aspect, we encourage the regulated entities
Yeah.
to reach out to their customers
Yes.
by putting proper displays in their branches,
Yeah.
by communicating with their customers. You may be looking into that most of the bank's website will have certain displays,
Yes. Yes, sir.
certain scrolling, certain captions,
Yes. Yes.
only to tell the customers of their bank
Yeah.
that be cautious, but nevertheless be active.
Yes.
And if still you don't have the satisfaction, you can approach the bank
Yes.
and the Ombudsman.
Yes.
So we give lot of importance on awareness.
Yes, sir. So, one more thing that you were talking about the awareness. So, what is the result? That is that increasing the complaints rate and all? How do you feel that?
Yes. We also do a periodical survey of which is called the impact analysis.
Yes. Yes.
And the impact analysis is more or less positive.
Yeah.
Further, yes, we are finding a good increase of complaints.
Yeah.
after we have introduced the integrated ombudsman scheme
Yeah.
and streamlined the process of complaint redressal and the complaint lodging.
Yeah.
There is an increase of nearly 9%
Yes.
in the complaint, and in the Northeast region, we are viewing that areas which are having less number of complaints
Yeah.
are slowly coming into the picture
Yes.
with more complaints.
Yes.
I think that's a positive impact
Yes,
of
and
our,
that's the success of RBI, this particular ombudsman
that
scheme,
is
I
what
guess.
we hope.
Absolutely, sir. Sir, are there any guidelines issued by RBI, especially for senior citizens?
Yes. RBI has specific guidelines for senior citizens in the
Yeah.
form of customer service.
Okay, sir.
I will look into from the other way around here, saying that what customer service a senior citizen should get.
Yes. Yes.
And one of the most important aspect of that is doorstep banking.
Yes.
Facilities for exclusive counters at the branch level.
Yes.
Senior citizens are, a significant portion of it are pensioners.
Yes.
Helping the pensioners in getting their pensions and resolving the problem like that.
Yes.
And all sorts of help when they physically move into the branches.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
our intention of telling the banks
Yes.
that please be sensitive and special care should be taken for the benefit of the senior citizen.
Yes, sir.
We have
absolutely.
specific guidelines in place for
Yes.
that.
Yes, sir. Because somehow they're slow into that process. They're getting that information or not. It is also important.
Absolutely. And it is the endeavor of Reserve Bank through the regulated entities
Yes, sir.
to give them the most friendly,
Yes.
sympathetic
Yes.
and effective customer service.
Yes. Yes, sir. I hope it is going rightly. So next, I would like to know, sir, what are the non-applicable clauses for which no appeal mechanism is available?
Right. Ma'am, there are few cases where in certain aspects those complaints cannot be appealed.
Yes.
For example, once the both side has agreed that there is a acceptable resolution,
Yes, sir.
and this acceptable resolution is accepted by the regulated entity and the complainant,
Yes,
then
sir.
there is no scope for appeal.
Yes.
Further, when ombudsman is of the view that yes, the substance of this complaint is not substantial, there is no deficiency on the part of the regulated entity.
Yes.
So what we do, we reject the complaint.
Okay, sir.
When we reject the complaint, then it is not appealable.
Okay, sir.
Otherwise, yes, it is appealable.
Okay.
So you can come to the conclusion that resolved complaints
Yeah.
and the complaints where Ombudsman Office has found no deficiency on the part of the regulated entity,
Yes.
these are non-appealable.
Yes, sir. So absolutely. So is there any monetary limit on the amount involved in the complaint?
Right. There is no monetary limit for the complaint per se, which can be lodged in Ombudsman Office.
Yes, sir.
However, there is restriction on the part of the Ombudsman regarding the compensation that can be given.
Yes.
So the monetary terms of the compensation per se is 20 lakh,
Yes.
and for mental harassment it is 1 lakh.
Okay, sir.
But complaint amount per se, there is no restriction.
Okay, sir. So one more question that is actually we all face, even I faced once. So if a failed transaction happens, so how to lodge the complaint and do we get the money back?
Very important question.
Yes, sir.
Which I feel that quite a few people
Yes,
are now
yes, sir.
facing.
Very common problem.
Right. RBI is fully aware of the problem.
Yes, sir.
So RBI has come out with a very clear guideline
Yes, sir.
which says the turnaround time.
Yes, sir.
What is the turnaround time for redressal of a complaint? Now, once you have any transaction which you consider as a failed transaction,
Yes, sir.
you have to bring it to the notice of the regulated entity promptly.
Yes.
Now, if you have done that,
Yes.
then it is the responsibility of the regulated entity
Yeah.
to examine the complaint, come to the conclusion,
Yes.
and if it is any deficiency on their part,
Yeah.
to refund you
Yeah.
the amount
Yes.
as quickly as possible.
Okay, sir.
Now, you may also ask that if they don't,
Yes.
then that particular instruction has also given a timeline
Yes.
that if the regulated entity is not prompt in giving the refund, then what will be the penalty?
Okay.
That also suo moto, the regulated entity has to pay. So this is the framework.
So the penalty to the customer.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Along with the amount to be refunded.
Okay.
So this is an important
That's
guideline.
a great information for all of us.
Yes, it is a very important guideline on our part.
Yes, sir.
And we always try to inform the customers
Yes, sir.
and also the regulated entity that these guidelines should be adhered to properly.
Yes. Yes, sir. I hope so, sir. It is going like that way. So what happens to the complaints if the grievance is against an entity regulated by RBI but not covered under the RBIOS 2021?
I said that what are the entities which are regulated by RBI?
Yes.
Now, if somebody's complaint is against an entity which is outside the purview of Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme,
Yes, sir.
we have another setup
Yes, sir.
which is called Customer Education and Protection Cell.
Yeah.
This cell is available in 30 RBI offices.
Yes.
30.
Yes.
Complainant can lodge the complaint there. They will examine it. If they find that yes, it is against a regulated entity which is not under the RBIO scheme,
Yes, sir.
in that case, they will examine the complaint and they will redress the complaint.
Okay. So that is the
So
process.
it is complementary to each other.
Yes, yes, sir. Absolutely, sir. Sir, can a complaint be filed before the RBI Ombudsman through a representative? If the person is not doing itself, then
Yes.
yeah.
There is a facility given that a person can give an authorization letter
Yes.
through which he can request somebody else to file the complaint.
Yeah.
But only one caveat here,
Yeah.
that the authorized person should not act as an advocate.
Yes.
Except that
Yeah.
anybody can lodge a complaint
Okay.
after taking proper authorization from the person
Yes.
who has actually suffered the loss.
Okay, sir.
Right.
And so, as long as we are talking about lodging the complaint, so what about if somebody wants to withdraw a complaint?
Of course, there is a facility.
Yes.
Of course. And we also get quite a few cases like that
Yes.
where in the process of resolution,
Yeah.
the complainant sometimes realizes that his complaint was not correct,
Yes.
or he is satisfied
Yes.
and he informs RBI regulated entity
Yes, sir.
that he is so satisfied that he wants to withdraw the complaint itself.
Yes.
That door is always open.
Yes. So, sir, as I have asked many of the questions, one more thing that is coming to my mind as this integrated program has started in 2021. So, it was a COVID period. Almost the COVID was not resolved, 2021 in between COVID. So, how you cope up with that situation?
Ma'am, one of the biggest advantage of this entire scheme is
Yeah.
once the complaint is lodged in CMS,
Yes.
it is end-to-end electronic.
Okay.
So the tracking, the resolution process, the communication, everything is on electronic platform.
Yeah.
So the physical interaction is to the minimum. So we were able to achieve this almost same level of efficiency
Yes.
through the online meetings,
Yes.
online resolution process, and online steps to be taken for coming to the logical conclusion. So we were effective.
At the time also.
Yes.
That's a big shout out for that
Yes.
to RBI. Sir, what if the RE does not comply with the decision of the RBI Ombudsman, or there is a delay in complaints?
Right. Now, when we come to a conclusion that it is not resolved,
Yeah.
in that case we direct the RE
Yeah.
to compensate the complainant. Now, if the RE is not promptly abiding by that direction,
Yes.
then the Ombudsman has the facility or the right to issue an award. An award is a sort of directive which RE has to comply unless RE on valid ground goes for an appeal against the award within 30 days. So, either RE goes for an appeal against the award,
Yes.
or the RE has to comply with the award. There is also another aspect to this award,
Yes,
is
sir.
that the complainant, after receiving the information about the award, must confirm that he is satisfied with the award.
Yes.
If he conveys that, then it is binding on the RE to comply with the award.
Yes. Very nice. So, I hope that this whole discussion with Shri Partho Chaudhary Sir, Chief General Manager and Ombudsman RBI, has already given a lot of enlightenment to our viewers, and I hope that regarding all the queries and all the doubts whatever our viewers had cleared to some extent, and I hope that it will be beneficial for our viewers. And thank you so much to all our viewers for joining with us. See you some other time. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much.